I started figuring out who I actually was beneath all the resentment and exhaustion. Turns out, I'm kind of funny when I'm not constantly being emotionally mugged. Of course, I still had to deal with my family on holidays. Every visit home was like stepping into a psychological war zone. My sister had dropped out of college by then, something my parents glossed over like it was no big deal. They blamed bad professors and poor program quality, not her inability to wake up before noon. Meanwhile, she landed a job at my mom's company, which she only got because, of course, mommy pulled strings. But the narrative at home was, she's so talented they begged her to join. Yeah, sure. And I'm the Queen of England. At that point, I kept my visits short. My parents still saw me as the family screw-up, despite, being the only one with a scholarship. But I'd stopped caring. Distance was bliss. Every text from them was background noise. And then, in the middle of this beautiful period of peace and newfound self-worth, I met him. My husband. Back then, just a guy with a lopsided grin and a dangerous sense of humor. The kind of man who sees a mess and says, "Let's burn it down and start fresh." We met at a mutual friend's get-together, and within 10 minutes, I realized I'd met someone who wasn't afraid of conflict. That was new for me. I was a chronic peacemaker, the kind of person who apologized for existing. He was the opposite. He thrived on calling out nonsense, and the moment I mentioned my family, he leaned forward, eyes sparkling, and said, "Please tell me they're the type who would hate me." I love a challenge. Reader, I married him, but not before learning that he was also a Reddit fanatic. He devoured every revenge and karma story like it was gospel. So when I started telling cue ominous music, because of course my parents wanted to meet the man stealing their daughter, my instincts told me it was a bad idea. I'd spent years healing from their nonsense, and here I was about to toss my sanity back into the lion's den. But my husband was all in. He looked like a kid about to open Christmas presents. He even bought a small recording device, just in case my sister tried something. "This," he said, "is my Super Bowl." I tried to warn him that my family didn't operate on normal logic. He just patted my hand and said, "Perfect. I don't either." So he went to meet them, alone.